Hi guys, this is Kayla.
And this is Becky with A Couple of Bees Read.
And we also review wine and books. So what is our weekly wine, Becky?
We have a special weekly wine today.
Yeah.
Yes. We have our Gallivant Bubbly Rosé because we are celebrating. So we have some news that we haven't been able to share for the past, month or so. So we, which is really hard to keep a secret, you know?
It is, yes.
So I'll tell you about the wine after we tell you about the
So, for those of you who follow our social media, you might have already noticed I finally found a publisher.
Yeah.
If you've been following us for a while, you know that we've been working on this for a long time, and I sent my manuscript into a contest called Killer Nashville, and it won the Claymore Award. And sitting at the table with me was Alexandria Brown from Rising Action Publishing.
No relation.
No, not at all. And as I come back to the table, she says, "Send me your book." And I did. And I don't think it was even a full month later, she gets in touch with me. We had a chat, and I really liked her ideas. She obviously asked for the book, and it's actually a 2-book deal.
That is awesome.
So the book I've written and its sequel, which is going to be written at some point, but Chase Harlem. In the near future, we hope. Chase Harlem will come out November 2025. So we're all very excited. I'm excited about the people I'm working with. They have some really amazing authors on their staff, so I feel really honored to be a part of it. Let's see, but yeah, I ended up with 2 offers, and I just thought, Alex had a real passion for the character. She seemed to understand what I was going for, and we're very excited.
Yeah. So cheers, and thank you, Alex and Rising Action Publishing. Yay. Now we can taste the wine and talk about it.
Oh, wow.
It's just bubbly. It's fun.
It's bubbly, it's fun, but it's also, you can really taste the fruit in this. So, Gallivant Bubbly Rosé. I feel like a lot of bubbly I get, you can just taste the bubbles.
But you can taste the fruit in this one.
This one, sure. Yeah, it has a very good flavor. Is apple?
No.
I would have thought apple. Dang it. I'm losing my touch. Well, strawberry.
Yes, definitely strawberry.
There's red fruit.
There's kind of a tart cherry in there. And what may be making you think of apple is something that we don't get a lot in wines. It's mango. And it's got some mango and orange zest in it as well.
Okay. The orange zest I would have guessed, but not mango.
How about that?
No, it's very fruity.
Oh, yeah. It is a very lovely wine. It's beautiful. The color, it just smells fresh. Tastes fresh and crisp. So we're excited. I've been saving this bottle. I think I've had it a year. I've had it I've had it iced down because I just knew any day she was going to get a call. And, some people may say I'm biased, but I'm really not, because I would tell her if it wasn't good, because I want her to put her best stuff out there. But I have loved Chase Harlem from the first time I read the book. I love the character, and I don't know how much we're supposed to say about it itself, but it is set in New Orleans, which we both love New Orleans, and the food and the music, just the romance of New Orleans, And then, of course, it does involve some college football, which I am a huge college football fan, so roll tide, and we won't talk about your other part, but anyway, it's just great.
My brother is a football coach, very good football coach, and when he asked me, "What's your book about?" I said, "It's about the murder of a college quarterback."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, well, what are his stats?" And I'm like, "He's dead. There are no stats." And my brother proceeds to tell me how I have not done my research well, and we've got to discuss this imaginary character's stats.
Yes. And then I brought up to her, I said, because, if you have a murder, you need to have a motive and you need to have a suspect. Mm-hmm. And I said, you've got to go back and put the NIL in there. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I don't know what that is. Name, image, and likeness, which has just blown up in the college world over the last 2 years, And so I said, that is a great motive for, the second string person to murder the first string person, regardless of the position, because along with that can come millions of dollars. So, through the process, when you first wrote Chase, there was no such thing as NIL.
Right.
And then through that process, as years went by, it became an issue. So, anyway, that's all we're going to tell you about it. So, for now, you might get tidbits along the way, but that's it. But we're not reviewing Chase Harlem today because it's not out there yet. Yep. We are going to review another book called My Murder. Oh my goodness. You have to read this book.
It's on my list.
Well, it's got to be on your list real quick because this is the most interesting book I have read in a while. I don't know if you read a book and you kind of get, you get settled into the story, and you feel comfortable with the characters, and you feel comfortable how, where the story's going, and you think what it's coming next, and then boom, it's like, wait, what was that? I didn't know that was coming. And it was just like, then you get used to this shock, this twist that's in here. Okay, all right, I can accept that now, and I can, get back with the character and understand where it's going and the surrounding characters. And then you're going along, and then boom, all of a sudden, here's another twist. And you're like, I did not see that coming, and then as you get into it, then you're like, okay, I know who did it. It's obvious who did it, and I should always know if it's obvious, that's not the one. But I mean, at first it's not obvious. There's just little hints here and there, and then it gets to the point, I mean, it can't be anybody else but this person, And then all of a sudden there's another big twist, and it's like, oh my goodness, what in the world is going on? So I'm just going to tell you have to read this book. Now, I first started out and I thought, oh, this is a nice little book, and everything. And then I said, well, I'm just going to keep reading. And then it just, the more I read, the better it got. And it just on and on and on.
Now, it's about clones, right?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. It is about, I will say this, it is about a group of 5 women who are murdered by a serial killer. And there's this replication commission, and they come out, and they kind of get from public outcry to clone these 5 women that were murdered by this man. And it's their stories, and it's how they interact with each other, and there's this whole group of followers out there, and they walk around with like red lipstick across their throats to symbolize how the women were murdered, and they're the ones that kind of get everything going and pumping people up and getting them behind this story, and then this whole thing takes such a bizarre, crazy twist, and then you're like, I did not see that coming. You will not see it coming, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because it would ruin the book for you, but it was spectacular. And so I love to read. I get excited about the books I read and everything, but this was just such a different book. It's way different. So if you hadn't read it, you need to read it because I think you would really, really enjoy it a lot. So definitely 5 stars. Katie Williams, fantastic job, and pick it up if you hadn't, because I think you'll love it if you like murder mysteries. So,
All right.
thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.